Alrighty, y'all. Hello and welcome back to another Formula One video. I think this is going to be pretty awesome. Basically, we're taking a look at one of the best tracks. Well, it's not even a track. It's literally city streets. Of course, we're talking about Monaco. And this is kind of a time lapse of going through different eras, different years of one of the most famous turns in motorsports. Of course, we're talking about the hairpin at Monaco. You know, arguably, it's like one of the turns that can humble anybody and any car. Formula One cars are the most, alien, the most wild, over-engineered, extremely capable cars on Earth. But even they can't take the hairpin very fast. I would hate to think what some other cars, like a NASCAR stock car, or, I'd be curious to see an IndyCar. It'd be funny to see different motorsports try and take this turn coming in really hot into it. Anywho, we're going to take a look at this video. This was sent to me by email by Matthew, so thank you very much. This will be linked down below so you can check them out, and of course check out the channel. Let's dive right into this. I think this is going to be pretty cool. And the exact years this covers is 1978 through 2019. I think it pretty much touches on almost all of them. So of course the footage could be a little grainy in the old ones. Look at that. It's going to be interesting to see the changes in the environment, the turn itself, of course the cars, the footage. Wow. It's such a cool turn, right? They come down here, pretty good rate of speed, and they come through a little S that does help them slow down. But then they really got to commit and not forget, to slow down a lot right here, because it's so sharp. It also goes down slightly. I mean, look at the elevation difference, right? The curbs are also very thick. Look at the cars have already changed since 78, just to 83. Uh-oh, this one's in the wet. Hell no. No, thank you.
And as they go into the tunnel for the first time, it will be to meet the water. He went into René Arnoux Ferrari.
Man.
And he stopped again. And it's Senna leading. In second position, it's Nigel Mansell.
But it was a good clean start. The sunny weather seems to put everybody in a good mood, because we even...
This one's nice weather.
Formula 3 field get through the first corner without incident yesterday. So that's 2 out of 2.
Damn, some of them they're bunched together, some of them the leader's out in front by a little bit. Looks like every year in the 80s almost is Senna. Ayrton Senna in front, not surprised at all. Look at this one, they're really bunched up. Right here could be so chaotic. Well, you know what's interesting? These sponsors, I've been trying to look at everything. These sponsors haven't really changed. Like, we still have this, what is it, like Lowe's? I don't know how it's pronounced, but Lowe's, Monte Carlo, and of course, Marlboro, front and center. Foster's, I don't know if that was on the earlier ones. It might not have been. Look at these trees getting bigger in the middle, yeah? Unless I'm seeing things. Oh, they got bunched up there. Whoa. Senna's still in front.
And then it's the Ferrari of Gerhard Berger. Famous television motor racing shot of all. Hill lead, Schumacher second. They're putting away a little bit already from David Coulthard.
Jeez. Of course, the cars are extremely loud by then. They sound amazing. They look way different than the beginning.
It's a Benetton third, a Benetton fourth, up to 20 cars.
Oh man, someone got. Look at that. This would have been pretty early on, right? Michael Schumacher didn't have good luck on that one. Yikes. 1996. Another rainy one in 97.
Stream round the left-hander at Lowe's, down to the Portier for the first time. Everybody's got away. Irvine, his teammate, by 4 points. Round the Grand Hotel.
Holy smokes. Look at how different the cars are looking. It's almost like they're getting slightly bigger.
And I think he has catapulted past John Alesi. Barrichello there behind Alesi.
Boy, the TV quality didn't really improve much, honestly. From like, I feel like 1984 or something to 2001, it doesn't really look that different. I mean, it does, but doesn't. I mean, look at this 02 footage. It's kind of grainy still. Wonder when it really went up in quality. I'm going to guess around like 06, 07 maybe?
Montoya having the racing line.
Montoya. Look at these cars are looking really big by now. Oh, and they changed the vegetation here. Hold up. I didn't notice. I'll go back and review that. I'm going to go back and review a couple things, but I'm going to let play through. Okay, 2005, I'm seeing the footage go up a little bit now in quality. 2006, you have that newer logo.
Here at Monaco, 78 laps, a long race. Alonso leading Hamilton. Massa third.
Some difference in sponsors now.
Ultra cautious Massa getting out of shape.
08, we're looking much better with the quality.
Still pointing in the right direction.
Huh.
Very neat and tidy and calm driving.
Okay, look at how giant the cars are now. Or well, not now, but you know, 2008, 2009. Compared to even the 90s and definitely the 80s cars. Now the footage looks incredible by 2011. Very clear. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things I'm noticing once this plays through.
Didn't even get down to the first turn. Mark Webber is Hamilton under pressure here from, is that Felipe? No.
This is getting really full again, the vegetation.
Behind him, his teammate in the second Ferrari.
At least they had good weather for a while here in the early 2010s. Whoa, look at that. Oh my God, that was hectic. Someone lost their front wing there on the nose. Dude, if NASCAR did this track, this would be an absolute nightmare, I think, right here. I mean, look, in my opinion, I know a lot of people don't think so, and that's fine. In my opinion, there's a lot of great drivers in NASCAR, and the cars are more capable than people think. But, again, they're also not Formula One cars, and this would be very hectic. I would almost pay to see it just once.
Checking out the rear end of the Ferrari of his ex-teammate Sebastian Vettel. So the leading Red Bull, pathetic off.
Oh, another rainy one in 2016.
Conditions here from all the break. Oh, look at that, Hamilton. Verstappen defending hard.
Perfect, 2017.
Into Mirabeau on the first lap. No love lost there.
Wow.
Hamilton's made a place already. He's got ahead of Stoffel.
All totally different sponsors again. They changed it, looks like, a little more often after the 90s.
And that is not really an overtaking place. Van Dorn's trying to go around the outside.
And then last year for this video is 2019, so here we are.
There's no doubt about that.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down some of this. You know, you have the little things, right? The logo change, the sponsorships. But, like, we'll look at this vegetation here and some other things. But let me get to the big ones. The actual street, right? The curbs are much lower here, whereas back here, they looked way more vertical and thick. So these curbs are very harsh, in my opinion, right? Let's go back to a newer one. Trying to see what other differences there are. I mean, there is quite a few differences, I think. It's also hard to see some details in the old footage like this. It's so grainy and low resolution, but yeah, they didn't. Oh, they did have sponsorships back there. Chase, Mitsubishi, interesting. What about way back then? They didn't go as high back then. Also, vegetation was very low here. They didn't have much. Then it started growing out. Then by like, let's see. Oh no, they took it out somewhere. Okay, by around the turn of the century, 2000, this, I don't know if it was a palm tree or something, got really tall. And I bet they took it out because they didn't want it to impede vision of, like, either the spectators or more so probably the television view, right? So they took it out. I'll bet that's what it's for. Yeah, by 03, it was gone. You see that? They had thinner trees in there that wouldn't impede vision as much. Then they took those out, and everything was kind of shorter here. But yeah, the track itself, or should I say the street, I mean, it looked more basic, like a regular street. In the early days, and it got more kind of, well, it was still basic here. But by 2010s, like you see more markings, you see like this lane divider here, or this line. So it just looks different. But let's go to the big one, the cars. So look at these early ones. Look at how small the cars are. Okay, like look at the wheelbase, look at the, length of the car, and then let's go to a new one. That is crazy how big these newer cars are. What the hell, man? I've noticed this before, but in this context, it's a little more, it's like fresh, right? Like it's more prominent, the difference. Look at this, early 80s, and then boom.
Up there, there's no doubt about that.
These cars are massive. They're huge. So I feel like, hear me out here.
Yesterday. So that's
it might be an illusion or it might be real. I can't tell. But I feel like these older cars were going around this faster. Like, yeah, they had to slow down, of course. Maybe it's because they're smaller. Maybe it's something with the cameras. I don't know. But I feel like they're going slightly faster than the new era cars. Like they are crawling around here, it looks like to me.
And they were side by side, a lot of them up the hill, and that is not really an overtaking place, Van Dorn.
Am I crazy? Do you guys notice that, or is that just me? I don't know. I think this was really cool, though. I do appreciate suggestions like this. I'm all about this, seeing comparisons, or in this case, seeing comparisons of eras, right? Seeing this famous corner that's really daunting, a really challenging corner that can really make a fool out of anyone if they're not careful, and seeing the differences between how it looks, right? How it evolved. Of course, these buildings are the same. Subtle things might have been updated, but of course, it's the same building. You expect that. This was always vegetation. It still is. They might have added seating over here, it looks like. I can't really tell. Or just added more. But overall, Monaco looks like it's always been a beautiful place. Monaco is Monaco, and it always was. Right? So, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting, in my opinion. That's a fun video. It just feels melancholic to hear Ayrton Senna's leading, and suddenly it stops. Rest in peace. Yes. It is. It's creepy when you see like a time lapse like that. And then it just gone. Legend gone way too soon. Me watching the evolution of F1 cars from the 80s era to the 2010s hybrid era. Also me taking special attention into the changes of sponsor ads just besides the hairpins year by year. Yeah, that's me too. I'm a nerd like that. I love looking at the little details and how they change and evolve. This was me mostly, looking at the plants in the middle, 100%. Then, of course, someone pointing out what I said. Look at how small the cars look compared to today's super boats. I have to agree. They look wild. I mean, I think I've expressed many times that just like rally, just like a lot of motorsports, I tend to like looking at older clips a little more than the modern F1 stuff. I still respect it no matter what. I still think the newer cars and drivers are phenomenal. It's just the old stuff is really cool, right? The sounds, the cars, yada, yada. The new ones are cool. I just think it's wild how big they are. But I suppose it all has to do with, technology, aero. It's still lightweight. It's not like the cars are heavy and sloppy. Like, they're great cars. Just stuff usually does get bigger, and I know a lot of it has to do with safety as well, I'm sure. That was a lot of fun. We don't get to do a lot of Formula One videos anymore, so anytime I do get to visit this stuff, I really enjoy it. Like I said, great suggestion. I can't wait to see what you have to say in the comments. I really do appreciate you watching. So, yeah, until next time, y'all, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, I'll catch you later.